yet another episode of Beyond Boundaries, a podcast series of Talk of Town where we engage in conversations in an online series. And this one is particularly sort of close to my heart because this series is on social media. So, welcome Anusha, welcome Rudula. There is a lot to introduce, so I would leave it to you guys to talk a little bit about yourself. So, Anusha, over to you to give us a brief introduction about what you do and who you are.
Hi Raksha, hi Mridula. Thank you so much for having me over here. And yes, social media is such an important and vital topic these days. I am Anusha. I've been running Insta with Anusha. I know the name is in reverse, but you get the point. Yeah, I run a social media agency called Insta with Anusha, where we create content for a consistently. Basically, we're content creators, and day-to-day content is what we specialize in.
Got it, got it. Rudula?
Hi, Raksha. Hi, Anusha. Good to have you girls. So, I am Rudula. I'm co-founder of Paper Play, a social media agency. We are mostly into content creation based on storytelling, and we love what we do.
Superb. So, girls, I think today's topic is actually an introductory topic, but so fundamental that every business needs to hear it, right? So, social media, like, what the hell is social media, and is it really required? Is it because there are a lot of businesses today who say that are we relevant on social media? So, that's the topic of today's discussion. And Anusha, I would like to understand from you on what you think is the relevance of social media for businesses. Do everybody fit in there? What the hell is it, and why should one, like, is it even required for businesses?
Let me answer your question in a slightly different way. Let me ask everyone who's listening onto it, look at their phone settings and find out how much time are they spending online? How much time are they spending on Instagram? How much time are they spending on YouTube? They will get the answer to themselves. So basically, if they are spending 5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, I'm not, usually it's three and a half hours is Indian standard time on social media. I'm not talking about internet in general, on social media. Imagine your customers also doing the same thing. So if you're doing it, obviously your customers doing it. This is an average India standard time on social media. I'm not talking about phone time. Screen time is different. Social media time is different. So if an average Indian is spending 3.5 hours on social media, obviously they're going through things. If your page is also there, you're getting a bandwidth, a space of your customer's time for which you don't have to get an appointment, you don't have to do things. People are online. Whether your business chooses to be online or not is a personal call, but you're missing out, is what I would say.
Excellent,
But
excellent. Rudra, your
That's
take?
very true. In fact, I feel like when Raksha asked relevance of social media, I feel it's totally relevant right now with the generation alpha, the generation beta, going into just the internet space. I think if you have a business, you need to be online. If not, I mean, on social media. If not, you're invisible. So that's what I feel, and that's the relevance and the importance of social media in today's world is what I feel. I mean, what do you think, Raksha?
No, I believe, like, I recently, when I went to my mom's place, they have bought a pump, okay, a water pump
mhm.
that is installed on the wall, and the guy who runs it has a Facebook page linked to it. So immediately my thought was, the guy is so smart. First of all, he doesn't have a website. Facebook has given him the flexibility to showcase his business in the best light, in the most easiest way. And there he is showcasing his social media. Like, I don't think there is a better way of putting it than this. It's water pumps that he's selling, and he's on Facebook. So I guess that sort of states the relevance to all businesses. But
Absolutely.
then, but then, just sort of because we are all in different forums where we are talking to different business owners, do you see a sort of repulsion from social media? Because I feel there is always this question because of the age group that is there in the business world today. Do you see that sort of repulsion from social media or the ignorance? I'm not sure what it is and what your experiences have been, but how do you see people looking at social media or its usage, and do they think that they need to be there?
I'd like to say, there is curiosity, but as you said, there's also a lot of ignorance. And a lot of, do I need it? I've been doing it for so long, and my way has been working for me. So there is that attitude as well. But they keep hearing about it, so there's a curiosity. They must have tried it once. They put one post online somewhere, and it did not go viral. They're like, it doesn't work. I don't want to try it. It's all a fad. So they've tried it once haphazardly and randomly, and it did not work for them. So the repulsion actually increases, and now it feels like a scam of sorts to them, because they have not done it properly, they've not gotten the results, or they're expecting million leads or million followers within the first week that they've enthusiastically done it, and it has not worked. So it's a scam. That's what the attitude I feel is for the
True.
generation businesses.
Right.
True. So here I would like to add two phases. So one is the consumers who are consuming social media in that particular age of whatever we think, and they're also, so these are the consumers who are consuming social media. Like for example, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, they all are on Facebook. They are seeing businesses on Facebook. They are sending links to me like, let's order this, let's order that. But again, the business owners who are also of their age seem to have, like you all
Yeah,
said, that repulsion and that ignorance a little bit. But again, they should also, I think, the business owners of that age should also understand that their age customers and consumers are also actively seeing. So I
True.
think they should sort of, manage and just pump up their social media game.
absolutely. Because I feel, like you guys rightly said, one is the age group of owners itself, but then their target audience is them, right? They are
Exactly.
technically who they are selling to, and they are all very, very much on these social media platforms. So, yes, and now that brings me to this other question, that is it relevant for all? Do you believe that, say, an industrial product, of course, your cosmetics, your consumables like, say cosmetics, makeup, skincare, clothing, all that do great. But when it comes to industrial and a little bit more of, manufacturing sector, you think they are still relevant in social media?
I feel everyone has a place in social media. The platforms might be different, the strategy might be different. What a cosmetic company does or what a influencer does on, say, Instagram is not the same thing I would give for an engineering strategy for the engineering company. So everyone has a different platform that they have to address to. Everyone has a different set of audience, and obviously a different type of creative that would work. So that has to be kept in mind. But given that even 65-year-old, my 65-year-old mother is on YouTube whole day, so
Yes.
everyone is online, no matter your age group, no matter what industry you belong to, they're online. Just that your approach and strategy has to be different, is what I believe.
I absolutely agree with Anusha because it's mainly the platform in which that the businesses have to choose where they will be marketing themselves. Because recently my mom sent me a video of an interior designing company which does only through aluminium. So her house is about 25 to 30 years old now and she wants to sort of renovate. And imagine my mom who's not so much into this, the construction and interiors and everything. She gets that reel on Facebook. So yeah, I totally agree with Anusha's point as to which particular platform that they is good for them should be marketed well.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, like I think here is the right time to bring VRL into picture. Now, VRL transport is one of the most lamest business. I mean, lame in the sense that it's just a transportation business. But what they have managed to do on their social media
Yeah.
is nothing short of marvel. Because if you see their content, it is entertaining, it is funny, it is everything you can ask for, and their underlying product and service is so different. So I think if they can thrive on
Hmm.
social media, anybody can thrive. And even I'm a strong believer that the footprint is very important in order to keep in touch with your audience every now and then. And like Anusha pointed out very well, that you can't go viral in a week. So if you have the patience, or rather, please gain the patience, and you will really hit it off well on social media. So Anusha, having said that, I want to know that what has been one of your experiences working with a the non-conventional brands on social media. Today, when we go there, we see typically some brands that
Mhm.
do very well, that the kind of brands that typically do well. But has there been an instance with you where you worked with a very non-conventional product on social media that has actually gained traction?
I have worked with an engineering company where we are promoting way bridges and firefighting, which is a very unconventional, way for us to market it. So instead of targeting, what we had done is we started out with this standard, talking about their products. That was not working out. But to convince the client that we want to deviate from talking about just their products to, actually showing end case results, we had done a 1 month experiment with them where we sent our videographer to follow them around, and instead of showing the testimonials or case studies, we compiled videos of things being set up. That worked for them. So even though, and but the thing was that producing that or that strategy wasn't difficult, but convincing the client to do so, that was difficult. It's a client side. How can we do this? No, 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 this is not right. So that convincing, the client agreed like that because we did ask for permission. But the convincing of our client took a long time because they are, kind of hesitant about not pissing off their client, not annoying their workers. What if it takes longer? We don't want to record our, workers. So there are a lot of other stipulations, but those videos went, to do at least 100 times better than just putting out photos of their processes.
Got it, got it. So Mridula, for you, like I know about paper play and I know the kind of work paper play does because I know you guys do not indulge in doing industrial products. So any case study like that with you guys where you've done conventionally for a brand and how they have thrived?
So conventionally, I think we did do for a decor company, and in fact, the it was just simple videos, simple, plain, nice videos of how the product is being used. That's all, and I think those did so well. I mean, I we did try with a lot of different fun content and all of that, but it did work well. I'm not saying no, but compared to that, just the usability of that particular product, and it did not take a lot of time. Like we just kept it to about 8 to 12 seconds, and those did so well that it sort of blew their following, I must say.
Got it. So finally, I think we can comfortably conclude that everyone has a place in social media, and if they are not
True.
starting today, they are missing out on time because I think the more time you put in, there is benefits to see closer. You're closer to reaching that goal of having more eyes on your page. So I think start today and don't miss out because I feel there is a lot of potentials. Do you all agree? And your final takes on it?
I completely agree. I do think, start today, start you should have started yesterday, a year ago. But if not, second best option is today. And also initially at least the first month or two that you're posting, don't expect too much out of yourself, your own, but don't get discouraged because your video is not Amir Khan production. Just get started and eventually, learn skills one step at a time and be patient with yourself and your brand.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's quite true. I just would like to say, two things. One is I think the new age business owners know the power of social media, so nothing to say to them. The ones that started very, I mean, age-old businesses, and the owners who are, the boomers or the baby boomers. So what I would like to tell them is that your own friend circle is your consumer base. So like how you had to put up digital billboards in the past, I mean, the physical billboards in the past, your social media is your digital billboard. So just treat that as the same and just start off.
Absolutely. So I hope more people start making use of this free platform and
Yes.
they start to build content. Otherwise, you both are there. Reach out to experts and agencies who are able to help them create content. So thank you so much for spending time with us today. And we will soon meet for another episode. Thank you so much, guys.
Love
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.